This one's on um, the wall that Trump was talking about and things dealing with national security. Now, what I think is just my opinion, so I'm not. I hope I'm not projecting on you guys out there. It's just my opinion. I think that terrorists, after the Sri Lanka murders, are so desperate through underground black market money that's being funneled, I think, even as we speak, uh, to show that there's no extent, nothing, no barrier they will not cross to uh, project terrorism. Uh, Even as we speak, they're working on some germ warfare. And when you got billions and billions and billions of dollars floating around this world, it's not like the United States can control money. You just get your scientists together. You got plenty of enemies. I mean, we got Korea hooked up with Russia. Now we got two over here that we've made enemies that were friends at one minute. And I would just say this. I'm for all people coming forward. So the Democrats have that, all people. But to make light of national security, like I seen Trump behind a wall that was 10 feet tall or something like that. I want to say this, America, that's a joke. If you're going to secure your country, you better secure it. And the reason why you should secure it, do you lock your door at night? Yes. Is security important to you? Yes. Are people playing about wanting havoc on this country? Yeah. No, they're not. Was the 10 Towers a fact? And what happened in Sri Lanka, if that's a fact, then what make you think right now they're not working on germ warfare? Because you get it in the country, we got hell to pay. They already know there's no cure. If they're paying millions of dollars, getting scientists together, let's just say, I'm just theorizing here, just saying, to get something they know can hit us hard and weaken the American people, it would be probably weapon of choice germ warfare, because we can stop missiles. But if your borders are insecure, not just the southern border, anywhere, but people can just flow into your country, that's how, if I was a terrorist, that's what I would do. I guess that would be the way to get it in, right? Well, I could just hop that, I've seen Trump at a wall, I think it was 15 feet. Just hop over the wall, man. I got it in the bag. We don't think like that, but when you look back at 9/11, it tells you and shows you very seriously that the people that's after you are very serious. Now, I watched Border Patrol, and I did see a person make it all the way from Sudan all the way to the border. So it is possible that terrorists could come. I'm not saying that this will happen. But if I was a terrorist, I'd be watching the walls, watching your borders, watching to see how I can get in this country where you wouldn't even know I slept in. The enemy creeped in. When the enemy can creep in your country or your city or your house, he can ravish the goods. Meaning, you set off germ warfare here, we all will be running for the hills. And you Democrats that act like security, national security, I know it ain't about a Trump thing, but to act and play it down, immigration is very good for receiving all poor people into this country and giving them a shot. But as far as national security on drugs, terrorism, the attitude seems to be lax, and that's when, if I was with them cats, I would strike then. You ain't really paying, ain't no big deal. Yeah, it's just Trump's the racist guy, and he might be the racist guy. What's that got to do with if someone come over here and set off? Why would the American people trust that if your borders are insecure, what are you trusting in? The 10 Towers, you couldn't, everybody was running in. We was all running. You know why? We're trying to save our lives. And you're making war and striking missiles and blowing up people sitting in their houses, and we're still doing that stuff. So we got enemies. So don't say I didn't tell you. Again, there is germs, bacteria, germ warfare being experimented on as we speak. Not to mention, if you don't have control on your population control from who comes in and out the country, and you don't know, easily somebody, either the southern border, coming by a ship, coming by the water, the east, the west, doesn't matter. They come over here, infected. Bam, you have to have regulation. We got grandkids here. So don't play with them over the fact that you guys got political agendas and fights and all of this stuff. Security is good, period. I mean, unless you're just delusional and mad because of hatred. The blind eye of hatred. But open your eyes and let them see, hey man, if you don't deal with it now, when you try to deal with it later, it'll be too late. And it'll be martial law. God bless you. Just my perspective on terrorism, Sri Lanka, and the southern borders and immigration and etc. And I'm for immigrants getting in this country and working. Thank God for us all being here and producing and giving back to the country, of course. I'm for that. But what I'm saying about drugs and about, and don't act like Colombia sending the drugs over to China. The drugs are going north. That's a fact. End of the story. And it winds up destroying our neighborhoods. Cocaine, specifically. So I would say security is important in relation to African American people in neighborhoods, as far as in all people that's being destroyed. And if you can make the drug here, that's one thing. But if it's shipped here, out of order. And if you can't stop that, how are you going to stop nuclear weapons? How are you going to stop germ warfare? Somebody just race over the border, bam. I mean, we're playing with fire here with politics. The people in power act like they're delusional and drunk. And I don't know what to say, but I do know this. Don't think that the money and resources being used are not being used plotting the downfall of this country through germ warfare. You better believe it. It's being plotted now. And if there's a way to get them here, do you think if they didn't spare the kids in Sri Lanka, little children, they went and blew them up? Do you think they would spare you, America? You Americans out there? Why are you trusting that they gonna just look the other way? These are ruthless people who care nothing for your children. All right, just my opinion on it. I mean, you know, this is not pro any party. This is strictly spitting facts that possibly. Fact one, there is drugs coming over the border. We can't control that. Fact two, germ warfare are being worked on in countries as we speak. We know that. And even in Syria, they have certain things over there, airborne things, that they keep in reserves. So don't just like take it lightly. Just like, well, yeah. We all, because somebody says, oh, if you deal with your borders, it's a Trump thing. Don't buy that, America. No, I don't care who point to your borders. When they point to them, remember them 10 towers. Remember them. And you got a ruthless enemy, and he don't care, and he wants to destroy you and your children. And this is not a fear-mongering thing. This is just a sober thing. This is called getting real. Can we get real right here? What would you do if germ warfare broke out? If a virus broke out and there was no remedy for it, and it started affecting people in your family? What would you do? And how did it get in? Well, we don't know. Well, are your borders secure? Well, it was a hate thing. Trump is racist or whoever. However you blaming people for not dealing with your borders and strengthening your borders, it's just downright delusional drunkenness. Your borders should be secured. You're in war with terrorists. Duh. And I'm not saying terrorists are coming through the southern border. Of course not. I'm saying with hardworking people that come here and with people that have good intentions, and that's all good. But if you can't see who all's coming, don't say, well, the enemy ain't going to try to come. Yes, he is going to come if he knows he can get in. And it might be too late. We wake up, by the time you hear this video, God bless you. I hope it not be Too late. It ain't funny. But we act like these people aren't serious about destroying American lives. I think America better take it very serious. Sri Lanka is a message to this Christian Judeo nation. Selah.